Mr. Urahara is a shopkeeper, scientist, and Soul Riper captain. How does he do it all? How does he manage to overcome any challenge he faces? What is his secret, his superpower? It's his curiosity. Urahara beats every challenge he faces with his curiosity. But how does curiosity help him? If you want to know how curiosity can help you and how to apply it in real-life examples, stick around to the end. I will break today's video into 5 different parts about curiosity and one secret that helped Urahara the most. Let's jump right into it. First, let's discuss why Urahara differs from other Soul Reapers, Quinces, and Hollows. He is curious about everything. For example, when he fought Aizen, he was curious what were Aizen's abilities and how he could outsmart him. He didn't just rush in to kill him like all of the other Soul Reapers. He hid, analyzed, and waited for the right moment to arrive. In the end, he didn't beat him because at that time Aizen's powers were surpassing God. But he did come a lot closer than all the other Soul Reapers combined. In the end, Ichigo was the one who defeated Aizen, and Urahara was ultimately the reason Ichigo was as strong as he was at that moment. And when Ichigo found out Aizen couldn't be killed, Urahara was the one who quickly sealed him. So, with all of that, we can see how Urahara was smart and curious in that battle. He analyzed every Aizen's move and came up with a counter for it. Second, Urahara's curiosity also contributes to his creative inventions like the Jigai, which saved his life countless times, like in his battle against Aizen and when he was fighting Arrancar Zero Yami. He comes out with a creative strategy that outsmarts his opponent. And he does that with his curiosity. He is curious about what his opponent's powers are and comes out with creative counters that his opponents can't even think about. He is also curious about what they think, and with his analysis, he can predict his opponent's every move. He also thinks outside the box, and with that he can surprise his opponents. Like for example in the battle against Aizen, he lets him stab him, but that is just what Aizen thinks he was actually stabbing Urahara's Jigai, and with that Urahara could seal all the outlets for spirit energy, and with that almost sealed Aizen himself. Third, curiosity feeds your self-improvement and also others' self-improvement. I already explained to you how Urahara's curiosity helps him a lot. But his curiosity doesn't just help him, it also helps others. When he became Ichigo's master, he was only curious about Ichigo's power. Of course, he was also assisting Ichigo because he is genuinely a good person, but he was still curious how Ichigo would progress and how he could harness his hollow power.
Congratulations! It seems you went and became a Soul Reaper again. Well done. Lesson 2 completed.
He is curious about Ichigo's unique power and often follows him around and can help him when he needs help, like when Ichigo was badly wounded after his first encounter with Byakuya and when he saved Ichigo from Yami. Please would you mind taking a second to subscribe, because 99% of people watching are not subscribed.
Do it.
Thank you, and let's continue with the video. Before we move on to the last 2 parts, let's talk about the secret that guides Urahara through his journey. When he fails, he doesn't think of that as failure, but as a good lesson for himself. For example, in the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, we can see that Urahara has failed miserably. Aizen outsmarts him, many captains and subordinates are hollowed, and Urahara is exiled from the Soul Society. But Urahara doesn't let that discourage him. After Yoruichi rescues him from being in prison, he escapes to the human world and starts his research there. He gathers more analysis on Aizen and begins training Ichigo so he can defeat him. He also looks out for Rukia because the Hogyoku is inside her. He knows he was defeated, but he doesn't let that discourage him. Urahara learns from his mistakes and finds new and improved ways to defeat his enemy. But the most important thing is that he doesn't give up. Now let's continue to the 4th part. Fourth, Urahara uses curiosity to solve any problem that comes his way. From battling Aizen to training Ichigo. He doesn't use curiosity just for big problems but for small ones too. Yes, he uses it to defeat Aizen and protect Ichigo from Arancars, but he also uses it in small problems like finding Mob and helping Rukia repair her phone. He questions everything. For example, you got a bad grade in math but your friend got a good one, so you are curious how he did that. You aren't discouraged but motivated to get a good grade next time. Also, you gather analysis on how and what he studied, and on your next math test, you get the best grade in the class. Fifth, how can you use curiosity in your daily life? I will break it into 3 steps for you. First, always be curious. Like I said a moment ago in the math test example, be curious about how someone beat you, how you can improve, and what you need to do to improve. Second, always ask what-if questions, because with that nothing will seem impossible. Like in the math test example, ask what if I can get the best grade, or in other situations like what if I can be the strongest in my class. And then be curious about what you have to do to achieve that, like studying more efficiently or going to the gym. Third, embrace challenges. Like Urahara had a challenge to defeat Aizen. Embrace challenges even if they feel unrealistic. Because if you aim for something big, even if you don't get entirely there, you will probably still get further if you embrace a small, very realistic challenge. Urahara's curiosity sets him apart, as seen in his fight with Aizen. He analyzes, strategizes, and adapts instead of rushing in. His creative inventions like the Jigai show how curiosity fuels innovation and problem solving. Urahara's curiosity doesn't just help himself, it empowers others, like mentoring Ichigo to unlock his potential. Even in failure, Urahara learns and adapts, turning setbacks into lessons, as in the Turn Back the Pendulum arc. Curiosity helps him tackle challenges big and small, proving its power as a mindset for growth. Like Urahara, let curiosity guide you to transform obstacles into opportunities and unlock your true potential. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and clicking the bell. And comment down below what other anime philosophies would you want me to break down.